Welcome to an introduction of EXP Realty, a national real estate brokerage, and in my opinion, completely changing the way real estate agents do business. First, we're going to start off with our founder and CEO, Glenn Sanford. Glenn came from a stockbroker background as well as a tech background, and in the early 2000s became a very successful agent running one of the largest teams with a national franchise. Glenn hit a glass ceiling, as many of us do, where he either wanted to purchase into a franchise or open his own and become a broker owner. But in 2009, Glenn decided that that was not the path that he wanted to take and opened up the first cloud-based brokerage, EXP Realty. So here, if you look at our timeline, as I mentioned, we're founded in 2009, but something really important happened in 2013. EXP World Holdings, which is our parent company, became publicly traded. And so if you want to look us up, our ticker symbol is EXPI. I actually joined in 2014, where we were just several hundred agents at that point. Now, at the time of this recording in early 2019, we're quickly approaching that 16,000 agent mark. Also in 2017 and 2018, Glassdoor named EXP one of the best places to work, which is just absolutely phenomenal. As you can see on the slide here, we have grown to all 50 states, 3 provinces in Canada, with the intention of just completely going global. Our numbers, we have just skyrocketed. This chart actually looks like a hockey stick, and we have tripled over the last 12 months. Here are our core values, and I always say that when an agent is looking at joining EXP, truly study our core values and make sure that they're in line with your personal values, because this is not a company that's going to stack it away in a book and never reference their own values and vision. So some of my favorites personally are collaboration and transparency. Collaboration amongst agents and brokers alike with utilizing our cloud campus. And then of course the company is transparent, being an agent-owned brokerage. So definitely very important. Now, if you look at the differences between your traditional brick and mortar and let's say, for example, Blockbuster versus Netflix, right? That's what we did on Friday nights. We went into Blockbuster, we got our movie, and then we had to take it back the next day. Well, Netflix just completely came and took over, where you could actually order your movies and then return them. Same thing with Amazon. They're just completely taking over. So the traditional brick and mortar definitely has some challenges in today's technology world, and that's where our EXP World Campus comes in. It is a platform allowing our agents to literally office out of a cloud-based platform where they can engage with other agents, other brokers across the country, take all of their training on a national level, but also there's going to be some local state classes as well, contract review, that kind of thing. So some of the biggest differences between being one brokerage throughout the country and not a franchise is, of course, your franchise got costly overhead, right? That's going to be your brick and mortar. And then you're going to be locally confined. So whether it's a market center with a franchise or a broker owner, you're truly going to grow as big as that current office unless you get outside help. And that brings inconsistent growth incentives and, of course, limited technology and support. With our cloud office, we have live training, real-time support. Our live training ends up being over 20 hours of live training every week. I even see tons of masterminds, impromptu masterminds going on all the time, and it just really creates a unique experience. And you've got that real-time support. So you log into our cloud office. It's no different than if you walked into an office and you had a question for, the tech support team, your IT guy in your office, or you wanted to go into a classroom and take a class. In our auditorium settings, we can actually do screen shares and see presentations. I've seen upwards of 6, 8, even 10 classes a day. Phenomenal training, going anywhere from brand new agents going into our mentorship program to masterminding on social media, and even commercial and investing masterminds as well. So we also have a platform where there's tons of archive training that our agents are able to utilize. So I absolutely love the international collaboration that our EXP World truly allows us to have, where we can go and engage, and it just creates a very unique experience. It seems a little silly at first, I have to admit, showing up as an avatar, but once you get used to it, I personally would never do business any other way. Definitely creates the flexibility and freedom in my schedule to help continue to grow my business. And then of course we've got the powerful equity opportunities where all of our agents actually own equity within the company, which is unlike anything that I've ever seen before, right? And that really attributes back to the collaboration and transparency of EXP Realty. So just a little bit more on our equity opportunities. So agents actually earn shares after their first transaction. That's where EXP Realty's goal is for every agent to become a shareholder within EXP. Also, you're going to receive shares once you fully cap, and then also for every direct agent that you bring on. Now, there is a 3-year vesting period with this, but again, you're receiving shares of stock and ownership for doing what you're already doing, which is helping customers buy and sell real estate. We also have a phenomenal program for Icon agents. Those are agents capping with us, which is $16,000 plus another $5,000 in cap transaction fees. They hit the production level of Icon, and then they go through an interview, and once they receive that award, they actually get their $16,000 back in the form of company stock. Again, unlike anything that I've seen out there in the market before. We do have an agent equity program. Nobody's going to sell you on this. It's an opt-in, opt-out kind of thing, but you can give 5% of your commission and get 20% discount on purchasing stock. So we talked about the stock, but the other leg of the business that EXP allows our agents to do is a system called revenue share. So EXP rewards their agents by sharing their success stories with other agents. Naturally, we're all out there, we're representing buyers and sellers, and we're able to build our business through EXP's excellent training, right, and all the tech tools that they offer. And by sharing your success story with other agents, EXP is going to give you a percentage, which on your first line is 3.5%, as you can see here, which totals, if there is a $16,000 cap, to $2,800. So you'll make $2,800 on every capper that you personally introduce to the company, which can be another leg to your business. You've got buying and selling, your stock ownership, right? And then now you're creating another path in your business, which is the agent revenue sharing. But guess what? It actually goes 7 lines down. So you can bring on agents anywhere in the country. You can introduce them to the company, and you're going to get paid when they bring on an agent, and so on, 7 lines down. So you can see here to the right, it's got the 1, the 5+. Those are agents on your front line that are qualified, called qualified frontline recruits. And so as you bring on more on your front line, you can see on tier 7, you get paid more as you go down. So again, I really attribute our collaboration to helping each other grow. If you really are interested in EXP, I want to invite you to explore our community. These are some of the screenshots of our EXP World campus. And as I mentioned earlier, it can seem a little bit silly, but EXP World truly is what allows us, it's a common denominator of what allows us to utilize all the other platforms and opportunities that EXP gives for their agents. So you've got daily training, the auditorium where you can do screen shares and engage, and then of course specialized departments, team collaboration, and so on. Now here's our solutions. We've got a proprietary system called Enterprise, and let's call that a one-stop shop, if you will. You can log into your dashboard, go to all the different systems that we offer, whether it's conversions, KV Core, or SkySlope, and even our marketing department. So there's just tons of things that you can do in Enterprise, from seeing your equity awards to even your revenue share live. Now, being a tech-based company, we are completely paperless using a platform called SkySlope. It's absolutely amazing. You upload all of your files, and the broker actually checks everything for compliance. And dependent on your state, you can actually get paid at closing. So it's meant to be a very streamlined system. Now, EXP World itself creates a lot of collaboration, but EXP's actually taken that a step further, and we are on Workplace by Facebook. It looks very much like a Facebook dashboard, but it's only for EXP agents. There's tons of groups, I think even thousands of groups in here, anything from your state, your local group, to social media masterminds, and ladies, there's even an EXP Power Girls group. So practically anything that you're interested in, there's either a group already created or you can create one. Now, as far as lead generation, we do offer KV Core for our agent, which is really just a back-end office. It's your IDX, CRM, your full-blown website. It does everything that you need it to do. You can go in and put drip campaigns, customize your drip campaigns on the leads that come in, and you're able to capture those using landing pages and squeeze pages that you create. So last but not least, our marketing department. If you need a listing brochure, a buyer brochure, or even something as simple as customizing an open house sign-in sheet, then you can go into our marketing department, and literally within a minute you can download a free PDF. Now, our splits, there's no desk fees, no royalty fees, and of course no franchise fees, right? Again, we're one company, we're not a franchise. So our commission, everybody's the same, is an 80-20 commission split with a $16,000 cap. Okay, now once you cap, there is a cap transaction fee. Now let me explain a cap a little bit, because some companies don't offer that. Once you hit that $16,000, that's the company dollar, then you'll go to 100%. Now, as far as our cost, there is a $149 application fee that also includes your first month's tech fee. $50 a month technology fee, that's going to include all of that technology, including SkySlope and KV Core. I encourage you to go check out KV Core, because I know it runs a lot more than $50 a month for all the different tools that you get. We've got a university fee of $35 a month. That's for all of that training that you saw within EXP World. So you're not looking for different boot camps and whatnot and paying additional between taking different courses within your brokerage. Per file, we've got a $25 broker review fee, and then also a $40 E&O or risk management fee. Now that does cap out at $500, okay? So these are very, very competitive fees and a very competitive split. Again, 80-20 with a $16,000 cap. You then hit 100% with some cap transaction fees. Now, if you're doing another 20 transactions with the cap transaction fees, you do hit that icon production level where you could become an icon and get your cap back in stock. Production matters at EXP. We are just absolutely doing the best to support our agents and representing buyers and sellers. As I mentioned earlier, you know, even one of the best places to work by Glassdoor. So I'm going to encourage you, if this is something that you're looking at, then I want you to go to join.exprealty.com to truly do your due diligence. The best way to do your due diligence is not to go talk to your team leader or your broker, but to sign the application, because we are not going to notify or transfer your license. We're not going to notify your broker. But in turn, you're going to receive our independent contractor agreement, which you can then go review, and that's really going to spell out everything and really give you the opportunity to do your due diligence on EXP and make sure it's a right fit for you. And of course, on that application, it is going to ask you who your sponsor is. That's going to be the person that introduced you to this company or truly influenced your decision in joining the company. So I want to thank you for joining me today, and you are at the right place at the right time. I'm so excited that you're here, and I encourage you to go to the website, fill out the 2-minute application, and let's get you on the pathway to success.